Hey, this is Keith, again with another episode from the Ultimate Fitness Network. What I want to talk about today is basically about diets. I've had several people recently ask me about diets. What diet do I recommend? And I hate to tell you this, but I really strongly feel that diets don't work. There's a reason for this. The problem with a diet is that what people do is they start eating, say, according to the diet plan. It might be they eat more vegetables, they reduce their carbohydrates, etc., etc., etc. What the body is doing is if you have a certain amount of calories coming in and you reduce this number of calories, of course you're going to lose weight because your body burns fat according to the metabolism. Your metabolism is what actually your body uses for energy during the day, such as when you're sitting up, walking, exercising, all that kind of stuff. That relates to being your metabolism. So if your metabolism is up here and you reduce your calorie intake down here, there's a deficit. So what the body does is then it starts to burn body fat. Well, that does work for a certain amount of time. But what happens though is your body is incredibly smart and intelligent, all right? So what it does is when it realizes it's not getting enough calories in, the metabolism slowly starts to slow down also, which means then there isn't that big gap between your metabolism, how much energy you're spending, and the amount of calories you're taking in, so then you have to drop the amount of calories again so that your body can use additional body fat. But what happens with that is you go on this lower calorie for a couple weeks maybe, your metabolism again slows down because it says, oh geez, I'm not getting enough food, I'm not getting enough energy, so I'm going to slow my metabolism down. Again then you go into what you'd call like a plateau and you can't lose your body fat. A lot of people then get frustrated because they start losing body fat early on, maybe for the first month or so, and then all of a sudden they get frustrated and they go, well, it's not working. So then what happens is your metabolism is down here, and then people go back through and they start eating their regular old way of eating. So what they do is instead of eating at the lower calorie is they increase it up here. Well, now all of a sudden you have this high increase in calories coming in, your metabolism is down here. What happens? Your body says, oh geez, I'm getting all this extra food now. Before I go into another starvation mode, I'm going to put as much fat on as I can. So then you start to gain that fat back. Yes, your metabolism does come back up somewhat, but in the meantime you have gained that additional fat, probably more than what you even lost. So my suggestions to people when they ask me is what diet should I follow, is I tell them you need to work on changing your eating habits. That means being aware of what you're eating, how much you're eating, what type of food you're eating. And you can't make these drastic changes overnight because it's very difficult for people to go through and say, okay, I'm not going to eat any type of sweets or sugar anymore. That's hard because then you're depriving yourself. So what you want to do is slowly incorporate changes into your diet to eat a much healthier diet. So for me, what I would do is recommend write down for several days what are you eating each day and how much. Then look to see, okay, what foods might I be able to take away from that to get a lower calorie count and eat a healthier diet, and then substitute better foods in for you, such as vegetables rather than some type of sweet. Or you also want to start drinking more water, because water, if you get dehydrated, your metabolism slows down. So you want to make sure you're drinking enough water to keep that metabolism up there. Checking you're doing some type of exercising routine, which also helps boost your metabolism up. Exercising in the morning is a great way to get your metabolism going. You also want to look at foods that are higher in fiber. Things such as regular oatmeal, which is higher in fiber, that's really good for you, okay? So what we'll do then over the next maybe few episodes and stuff like that in the future is we'll give you some more tips and advice on maybe what types of foods to eat. But for right now, look at the foods that you are eating, figure out what changes I can make, and start making those changes slowly so that you can get on your way to a little bit healthier and more fit lifestyle. So that's it for now. Look for more information later, and this is Keith again from the Ultimate Fitness Network.